Ready to Love Season 5, Episode 3. And in this last episode, we saw Sabrina darn near send P.O. home. And one of the things she said was that P.O. didn't have any balancing energy. So now we're going to get to this list Sabrina has, what she wants in a man. Have y'all seen it? Well, let me tell you, the list is long, and let me tell you, it's also unrealistic. It's almost like she took every man she ever dated, wrapped them all up in one, and put everything on a list and said now she want her a super husband. Top of her list, she said she wants someone easygoing. Well, we already know she rejected P.O. because she said he was too intense and she can be too intense. Well, why would an easygoing man want to be with you if you too intense? It's almost like she wants things that she's not. She wants a man in California, but she lives in Virginia, Potomac area. She wants a man that's easygoing, but she's intense. Why would an easygoing person want to be around an intense person? Look on this list. She talks about she wants a man that can move, wants to be able to move to California. Well, why don't you go look for your man in California? Why are you in Virginia looking for a man who wants to move to California? This is ridiculous. So what you gonna do? Run around Virginia? Do you want to move to California? Can you move to California? Can you move to California? And then they gotta have all these other things on the list. Plus you gotta meet their criteria for their list. Girl, this is ridiculous. So this man gotta leave his job, his career, any family he got in Virginia, any kids, everything, all to run with you to California so you can be happy. No, why don't you go to California and find your man there? Why does this man have to give up all that to go with you to California? Prioritizes her and her family. Well, how can he do all that? How can he prioritize you and family when, one, you're making him leave his family from Virginia? Okay, one, he's got to be all these things. He's got to be active. He's got to be hot AF, which means he's got to be going to the gym. He's got to be witty. He's got to be financially charming. If he's got to be all these things, Sabrina, guess what? He ain't got no time for you because he's too busy fulfilling this list. And she wants him to be financially stable. Well, what man can blow up his whole life, his whole career, and move to with you way across the country and still remain financially stable? He got to sell all his house, sell his assets. He got to quit a job. He got to lose a customer base he might have built up if he runs his own business. What? Now he's financially unstable. What if he can't afford the cost of living in California? So now that's another thing. Now he really is financially unstable. Then she said he wants to be witty. Witty? What the hell is witty? Do I got to be witty all the time? Or what is that? I got to tell a joke, one or two here a day. How witty do I have to be? Why is this on a list to be witty? I don't know. Put in Netflix. Watch Kevin Hart on Netflix. I don't know. Why are you requiring a man to be all these things and witty too? He's got to do all these things. How often? How often does he have to be witty? Every day, every other day, once a week, once a month? My goodness, this is ridiculous. Loves black people. How am I supposed to measure that? Is he supposed to be able to what? To put on a Black Lives Matter t-shirt, walk around with his fist pumped? I don't know. What does that mean? He only dates black women? I don't know. Be specific, Sabrina. Stop with these general, broad categories. And someone says, oh no, he does like black people. And you can, oh no, he don't love black people because he does this. Well, tell us what you need to have from a man for you to believe he loves black people. Stop with these broad categories. So like when she says she wants someone to have fun. Well, what's fun to you, Sabrina? Riding around in a bus, looking at monuments like that date you planned? That is boring. So what if the guy, what if he has some fun is playing tennis? And what if you don't like tennis? What if he likes to hike? What if he likes to skydive? What if he likes to ski? See, no, he may be fun, but it may not be the fun things you like. So stop using broad categories like fun. Tell me actually what you like to do. Do you like to play tennis? Well, then if you're going to have a list, put that on the list. Somebody who plays tennis, because these broad categories of fun, they actually don't do anything. They're just so general that they actually become useless. How much money you got to save? What's his 401k? What is FICO score got to be? What type of assets does he have to have? That's what I'm saying. You act like it's only 16 things on the list. No, it's 160. This is why women get disappointed in marriage more so than men, because women come in with all these high expectations, all these things on the list, and they're hoping their men are going to be all these things. You know what? Men are not jack of all trades. I don't know who told women that. They're not. They don't know how to do all things. All this Renaissance men, they don't. You know what men know how to do? They know how to do a few things really well, and all the rest of the stuff, women, sometimes you just on your own. You get girlfriends to fill in. You get brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles. That's why you build a community, because what you don't do is you don't rely upon a man to be all things for you. And when you create this whole list, that's exactly what you're doing. You're asking this man to be too many things. It reminds me of people who overpack for a trip, and you go, girl, why are you taking so many suitcases? And they go, just in case I might need it. And remember the thing about a list. When you have a list, ladies, you know what? He gets a list too. And a lot of women think, oh no, that's fine. He can have a list. But what they think is he has to have the same list they have. So no. He gets his own list. Okay, so now you got to find a man that has 100 things on your list. Then you've got to meet the 100 things on his list. Another thing I don't like, these lists. People act like, oh, the list is not long. It's only 16 things. No, it's not. No, it's not, because these broad categories you have, when I start asking you questions about this list, I guarantee you there's going to be 15 subcategories under every category you have on list. So it's not 16 things. It's probably 160 things. Most men coming in marriage, they may have 4 or 5 things on their list. Women, no, we got 160 things on the list in order to be happy. And that's why when we get in marriage, we're disappointed. Oh, marriage is not what I thought. This is too much work. You know why? Because your expectations were out of order. Sabrina might want to throw away this list and start all over and be specific and write down her must-have, not her preferences, her must-have, and stop believing men are Build-A-Bears, that men you could just put on a list, punch it into a computer, and then it spits out the man. Girl, get out of here with this damn list. You better do this list over, because you're going to be single if you don't.